Hey guys, it's Tori and I'm here right now with Grayscale. How's it going, y'all?
Good. Very good.
Very good. It's so nice to see some familiar Warped Tour faces. It's
Right.
been a hot minute since the last time we've crossed paths. How have things been since then?
Been great, yeah. Just been touring and everything's been awesome, yeah.
You guys on tour? Never would have guessed.
I know, right?
I thought you were just randomly in Orlando. No, you're on tour with State Champs right now. Have you been enjoying that little group of folks on this run?
It's been amazing, honestly. It's like we thankfully know the Dangerous Summer and Champs well before this, and then our last night are a great group of guys we got to meet, so we were stoked to get to know them. So it's been phenomenal so far.
Good. That was something that I was talking to State Champs about. It's sort of like the monotony of tour and how repetitive it can get, and that they really pride themselves in hanging out with everybody on a tour package and just sort of enjoying each other's company to keep things interesting.
Yeah.
So it's good you're in a good group.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so to start things off, we have some finished sentence questions. The first one here is, well, I guess we kind of covered this a little bit, but the best thing about touring with State Champs is?
Other TM Colin is so cool.
Shout out to Colin, honestly. I just need to say, he's been shouted out in both interviews today now. He's a celebrity.
He is.
No, he's cool.
He is.
No, we just love those guys. They're like the best dudes. We're very good friends with them now. We're very thankful to be here, and everything's awesome. It's just there's no, I don't know, it's fun. Every day is fun. It's just hanging with good friends every day,
Good. And now the most played song in your music library is, let's pass the mic down, each of you.
Yeah.
Give me your one.
Hell have I been listening to?
Like recently, or?
Yeah, as of right now.
I think I gotta check my Spotify.
I've been listening to a lot of Vampire Weekend lately. They dropped 2 singles, and I really, really liked that band for a long time. They put out 2 songs recently, so I've been listening to the 2 Vampire Weekend songs a lot recently.
Good choice. Next up.
I think for me, it's probably Violent Soho. Like long drives, we always like I listen to music, so Violent Soho, no particular song, but just the band in general rocks to me.
Yeah. Mine's definitely the 1975, the new record. I'm still bumping it. It
Yeah.
rocks. So good.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. And so the next one here is, one thing you want new fans to know about the band is, how about each of you? Give a fun fact, something you want them to know.
Well, I think it's important for people to know that our band is very communal as far as our fans go. We care a lot about our fans, and I don't know, we're very, very thankful for them, and it's definitely like a family. It's always felt that way since day one, and yeah. So I guess welcome to the community, the family of being a Grayscale fan. That would be my
I think that covers it for me personally.
I got nothing.
Also, that the rest of our band is the least creative people ever is the other thing they should
It
know.
appears that way.
Yeah.
So would you say you guys are the kind of band that you do like to hang out with your fans after shows and just sort of enjoy that time with them? Do you usually do that every day?
Yeah, we love to come after every set to the merch table for a bit or hang out after the show. We always take as much opportunity as we can to meet as many fans as we can every day. Yeah.
Very good. And the next one here, in the last finished sentence, you started playing music because? I'm sure each of you have different answers.
Well, I started playing drums first. I took drum lessons for 9 years. And I think a lot of that was because of a lot of early 90s rock, and then eventually Blink-182 and Newfound Glory, that kind of stuff was a lot of the reason I really started wanting to play in a band, not just covering 90s songs in my room. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think, mine was definitely just listening to music with my dad, like Alice in Chains, Soundgarden, stuff like that. He got me my first drum set when I was 5, so I'm originally a drummer and I play guitar as well, so it's that's what I got started off on, just my dad influencing me playing music.
I think the tipping point for me was Green Day's American Idiot.
Oh, yeah.
I thought Trey Cool was the most badass drummer. That record just it made me want to learn to play drums in that punk rock style. That was definitely the record that did it for me.
All right. And so your album Adornment is the latest release that's out now, and it's been out for about 2 years now. So having played these songs live and kind of seeing the fan reaction from them now, how has your perspective of the album changed since you released it, just from then to now?
My perspective of the album, I don't know. I don't think my perspective of the record has changed per se, but I think I will say that my expectations of people's reactions has been so far exceeded by the shows, especially this Champs tour. It's been so ridiculous seeing all the people out there early for us. It's been amazing. Yeah, it's been awesome, and Yeah, I don't know. Do you guys have anything to add to that?
I just think personally, like playing these songs, like it's super exciting when you first, put the record out and like you play the songs you want to play them. But now it's almost like second nature when we play them. But it's like you grow with the songs, and you like learn to love them in different ways as you keep playing them. So it's like they're still so fun to play, and like we look forward to playing the songs all the time.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, that's something I kind of think of as like you play these songs over and over and over again, but you're also making new memories with them. So do you kind of attach different memories to each song now as you've played them and kind of lived a little life through them?
Yeah, and well, I think also like we've done quite a few support tours now in the last 2 years, and I think we try to change the setup as much as we possibly can within having a 5-6 song set. So like the Real Friends tour last year, we played Forever Yours, which is like an acoustic song of ours, and then this tour we're playing a song called Slipping Away, which we never played before.
Okay.
So I think in addition to what Nick said, I think like just playing the new songs on these different tours and seeing the reaction out of people for these new songs that we're playing has been really cool and exciting. Yeah.
Also, another question for the new listeners out there. Which song do you think they should listen to from this album as a first impression that you would say best encompasses Grayscale as a whole?
I don't know.
Maybe you each have different answers on this. I don't know. What would you say?
That encompasses the whole thing.
I know that's a really hard thing to do, but
like I think to me, Let It Rain, which is the opening track, has it's like got aggressive parts, it's got catchy parts, it's got like I don't know, it's got a little bit of everything. It's not too dark, but I mean, if like that song kicks off the record, and to me that is like it sets the tone for the record. So it's definitely like dynamic on the record. You have slow songs, sadder songs, heavier songs, but I don't know, that song to me like just hits you right off rip. So for me, it's that.
And there it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's still definitely a lot of love for this album as new people are finding it and your older fans are still jamming it. But also, is there any new music on the way? Is that something you guys are thinking about yet?
No, I mean, we're always writing. We're a band that always loves to write, like, when we're home from tour and experiment with our sound and stuff, but nothing. I wouldn't get your hopes up anytime soon, unfortunately.
Okay,
but
I appreciate the brutal honesty.
Yeah, sorry.
But nothing wrong with that. I mean, this album is so amazing and it's been so well loved so far. So it still has a lot of life left in it.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. And this is kind of like the golden question, as you guys did with the last Warped Tour. It was the last Warped Tour, yeah, that you were on. Okay. Just making sure they all blur together at some point when you've done a few.
It's all good.
Yeah, but so you guys were on the last Warped Tour, and even though the 25th year anniversary was announced, there's still kind of a void in our music scene now of not having that full cross-country run anymore. So what do you guys think is going to kind of be the next thing, and where do you see our scene heading next?
I mean, we've actually been asked that a few times, and
Yeah.
I have no idea. I love Warped Tour. It was such an incredible experience for us and our band.
Yeah.
I wish it would stay or come back, but I truly don't know what's
we all?
gonna I don't know what's gonna come after that. I mean,
Yeah.
it could be a number of things. I think, I'm sure something will fill the void.
Yeah.
I imagine.
What do you hope for? What would be like your hope and dream for the summer?
I don't know.
I think it's hard to fit like how big of a deal that was for so many years. It's
Yeah,
like
I feel like you can't replace it.
yeah, there's nothing that like I'm just more excited to see like the creative side of what people come up with or want to do.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like I liked back in the day when they really incorporated like the extreme sport aspect.
Yeah.
And I kind of want to see that back, like how X Games used to do it, and like I would love to see that happen, like on a festival, have more of that to kind of bring different people out for it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm just kind of interested to see who creates what, ideas.
Yeah, I guess you never know. We'll just have to wait and see when the summer rolls around. But there's definitely a lot of room for creativity and some new events, hopefully.
Yeah.
And you guys are relatively, in the grand scheme of things, a fairly new band.
Sure.
And I feel like at that point, it's so important to have really big goals and kind of things you want to achieve as milestones. So what would you guys say is the one thing you want to achieve, let's say in the next 5 years, that you would say, like, you've peaked if you did this one thing?
I don't know. It's really hard because, like, I was, 2 years ago, I would have said, playing Warped Tour or playing internationally
Yeah.
or.
Now the stakes are higher.
Yeah, I just feel like we've been so lucky and so fortunate and so supported by our incredible fans that like our expectations keep getting reset. So I don't even think I can answer that question because it's all been so good so far. So
Good. Well,
yeah.
That's very optimistic of you. I
Yeah.
respect that. What
I'm an
about you guys?
optimistic guy.
You got to say something, Nick.
You've been so quiet. I just want to hear your voice. Sorry.
That's my role. I'm the quiet guy.
That's my
I have
role.
nothing to say.
Nick, man.
Well, I'm really glad to have you in the interview then. Just, to stand and be a part of it.
Some eye
Just
candy.
A smile.
Yeah.
The eye candy of the
Eye
interview.
candy.
There
Absolutely.
you go.
Absolutely.
Are there any bands that you would love to tour with that are kind of on your bucket list? I missed what just happened, and I
He just goes, I got tape on my shoe, and he just lifted like, just been
you guys
stuffed
can't
there,
see it,
so.
but there's definitely tape stuck on his shoe right now.
What was your question? I'm sorry. About
Yeah,
the
no.
time of the band?
If there's any bands that you would love to tour with, that would be like bucket list bands.
Like a serious band?
yeah,
Or
like legitimately.
Or like Avenged Sevenfold.
Well,
yeah.
that's what I was gonna say. Is like Avenged Sevenfold would probably be like one of my top for sure. I think for
love
all
that so much.
Yeah, no, like I would love to play. I would love to be a part of like a festival, like a Slipknot Avenged Sevenfold festival where we'd open and just
some knot
Yeah.
fest.
like with
type
yeah, and
thing,
there's just
yeah.
like fucking monster truck shit outside. Like I would love to be a part of that, but like I don't know, in a more realistic way. I don't know. Again, it's the same thing. Like I really wanted to like, I've always wanted to tour with Champs. Like we've always been friends with those guys. We're
Yeah.
touring with the band The Main in May. Big fan of that band. Excited
Yeah.
for that. So yeah, I don't know. I don't.
Dangerous Summer was another one too.
One of my favorite bands of all
Yeah,
time.
so
yeah.
that's
Just
like
knocking them all off the
Yeah,
list one by one.
It's pretty crazy.
I don't know. Yeah. We're just thankful. We don't know.
Well,
We'll
I
tour with
just want to
whoever.
see Grayscale, Slipknot, Avenged Sevenfold.
Yes.
That's my vision for you.
I'm with you. I see
Yeah.
it. I see it too.
There it is. And what are your plans for after this tour? You guys are doing this. You also said the Main coming up.
Yep.
What else is in the works?
We have the Main in May. That is a full U.S. tour, and then we're kind of just off for the summer. We're laying low for a little bit, so
Good.
yeah,
Good.
gonna recharge the batteries. Been touring a ton, so
Yeah, I was just thinking about it today. Like 4 years doing Warped Tour for me. What am I going to do with my summer
Right.
now? We
Yeah.
just get to. We're all going to chill.
I
It's going
know,
to be
right?
great.
It's crazy.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for hanging
Yeah,
out.
thank you
It's
for
great
having us.
talking to you.
Thank you.
Everybody watching, if you haven't already, go check out Grayscale. Subscribe for more videos, and we'll catch you later. Bye.